Stop scrolling. This is your wake-up call. I'm Tony Robbins, and today I want to talk to you about something we've all lost: focus. We live in a world where everyone's connected, but no one's present. We chase every notification, every new trend, every must-see moment, yet we're starving for depth. The truth: you can't live a powerful life if your attention is hijacked by noise. You can't build greatness in fragments. So today, let's talk about how to reclaim your time, refocus your energy, and master the art of deep work so you can create the life you were born for. Your attention determines your destiny. Every outcome in your life, your success, your happiness, your fulfillment, flows from what you consistently choose to focus on. Most people don't lose control of their lives in one big moment. They lose it in 1,000 small moments of distraction. You check your phone, you scroll, you chase what everyone else is doing, and slowly your energy fragments. Focus is power, and when you give it away carelessly, you give away your ability to shape your reality. The mind is like a muscle. It strengthens with discipline and weakens with neglect. When you consciously direct your attention, you begin to take back command of your emotional state, because what you focus on, you feel. Focus on fear and you'll feel anxiety. Focus on gratitude and you'll feel abundance. Most people wait to feel motivated before they act, but motivation doesn't come first. Focus does. Where your attention goes, energy flows and results show. If you want to create a breakthrough in any area of life, you must take full ownership of your focus. Stop letting notifications dictate your priorities. Stop letting comparison steal your joy. Stop letting the world decide what deserves your attention. Your focus is sacred. Treat it that way. Every distraction you conquer becomes a victory of identity. Every time you resist the urge to react, you strengthen the muscle of mastery. The moment you learn to own your attention is the moment you reclaim your freedom. Boundaries are not restrictions. They're declarations of value. You can't create a meaningful life if you say yes to everything. Every yes must be a conscious choice, not a reflex born from guilt or fear. The truth is, most people don't have time issues. They have boundary issues. You're not out of time. You're out of focus because your energy is being drained by what doesn't matter. When you fail to set boundaries, you invite chaos. You allow others to define your schedule, your emotions, and your peace. Boundaries are how you teach the world what you stand for. When you start saying no to the things that don't align with your purpose, you create space for what does. This is not selfish, it's necessary. You can't pour from an empty cup. Protecting your energy is the most powerful act of self-respect. Every boundary you set communicates that your life has direction, that your dreams matter, that your time is non-negotiable. You were not created to live reactively. You were created to live intentionally. Boundaries are the architecture of greatness. They define the edges of your focus and the shape of your destiny. When you master the art of saying no, you give your yes meaning again. And when your yes carries purpose, your life begins to move with power. In a world drowning in noise, the ability to focus deeply has become the ultimate superpower. Deep work isn't just about getting things done. It's about getting things that matter done. It's the difference between living reactively and creating intentionally. Most people skim through life, touching everything but mastering nothing. They multitask, they switch contexts, they chase dopamine hits, and then wonder why they feel exhausted but unfulfilled. Deep work is the antidote. It's the discipline of diving beneath the surface, of giving your full mind, body, and spirit to one meaningful task at a time. When you enter that state of flow, time disappears, clarity sharpens, and creativity awakens. You stop being scattered and start becoming powerful. Greatness doesn't come from chaos. It comes from concentrated energy. When you go deep, you access a level of insight and innovation that distraction can never produce. Think about it. Every masterpiece, every invention, every breakthrough in human history came from someone who was willing to stay with one idea longer than everyone else. Depth creates distinction. It's not talent that sets you apart. It's your capacity to focus completely on something until it bends to your will. If you want to stand out in this world, stop trying to do everything. Go deep on what truly matters, because depth creates excellence and excellence creates legacy. Business is the modern badge of honor, but it's also one of the greatest traps. People confuse motion with progress, but there's a huge difference between movement and momentum. You can spend your entire day answering emails, attending meetings, reacting to notifications, and still be no closer to your true purpose. Activity is not accomplishment. We've been conditioned to believe that being busy means we're being productive, but business is often just avoidance in disguise, a distraction from what really needs our focus. True progress comes from clarity, knowing what's essential and cutting out the rest. You can't do everything, and you shouldn't try. The goal isn't to fill every moment with tasks. It's to align every action with intention. Slow down long enough to ask yourself, is this moving me forward or just keeping me occupied? The people who achieve extraordinary results aren't the ones doing the most. They're the ones doing what matters most. Simplify your priorities. Eliminate the noise. Focus on the few things that create the greatest impact. Because when everything is important, nothing is. Don't chase business. Chase alignment. You'll find that real productivity doesn't come from doing more, but from being more deliberate. The moment you stop equating motion with meaning, you begin to design your life from a place of clarity, not chaos. Boundaries are not barriers. They are bridges to your highest potential. They are the invisible lines that protect your energy, your purpose, and your peace. Without boundaries, everything and everyone has access to you. And when everyone has access, you lose access to yourself. Most people struggle not because they lack ambition, but because they say yes to too many things that don't serve them. Every yes to someone else is a no to your own mission. You have to become fiercely protective of your focus. Boundaries aren't selfish. They are strategic. They are how you preserve your strength for what truly matters. You can't pour from an empty cup, and you can't build a powerful life if your time is constantly stolen by distractions, demands, or guilt. Learn to say no, not with anger, but with certainty. A no to distraction is a yes to destiny. The world will always pull at you. Emails, calls, social media, people who want a piece of your time, but your focus must be sacred. Every minute of your day should be a reflection of your vision. Boundaries help you operate with purpose, not pressure. They allow you to move from chaos to clarity. And when you honor your own limits, you teach others how to respect your priorities. The truth is, discipline is freedom, and boundaries are the structure that allow you to live on your own terms. Presence is power. Most people are physically here, but mentally somewhere else, stuck in the past, worrying about the future, or scrolling through a digital world that doesn't exist. You can't change your life if you're never truly in it. The greatest breakthroughs happen in the now, when you bring your full attention to this moment, this breath, this decision. Presence unlocks clarity. When you're fully here, you start to see what really matters and what doesn't. You stop reacting and start responding. You listen deeper, feel stronger, and connect more authentically. Distraction keeps you chasing moments. Presence lets you live them. This is where fulfillment exists, not in what's next, but in what's now. You don't need to escape your life. You need to enter it. The mind loves to wander because it fears stillness, but stillness is where strength is born. It's where intuition speaks. It's where truth becomes clear. Every time you pull your attention back from the noise, you take your power back. Practice being where your feet are. In conversation, listen fully. In work, focus deeply. In rest, relax completely. When you master presence, you stop missing your life in the process of trying to create it. Because life isn't happening later, it's happening right now. You will never master focus until you master your environment. Your environment either feeds your clarity or fuels your chaos. If you want to reclaim your time and energy, you must take control of what surrounds you. Physically, digitally, and emotionally. Every notification, every cluttered space, every toxic conversation is an invitation to lose momentum. Most people don't realize that their environment is silently shaping their destiny. You can't expect mental clarity in a space built for distraction. You have to design your surroundings with intention. Create spaces that reflect peace, not pressure. Remove the noise that doesn't align with your goals. Whether it's endless scrolling, meaningless chatter, or constant multitasking, simplify your world so your mind can breathe. When your outer world is chaotic, your inner world follows. But when your space is clear, your focus becomes sharp and your decisions become powerful. Remember, discipline is not about willpower, it's about structure. When you structure your life around your priorities, focus becomes effortless. Create rituals, not routines. A ritual is sacred. It reminds you of who you are and what you're building. Every environment you enter should elevate your energy, not drain it. Protect your surroundings like your life depends on it, because in many ways it does. Deep work is the key to extraordinary results. Most people are busy, but few are productive. They live in reaction, responding to every ping, every demand, every impulse. But true greatness is created in the silence of deep, undistracted work. It's when you shut out the noise and give your full attention to one thing that matters most. That's when you access flow, the state where time disappears, creativity expands, and everything feels connected. Deep work is where mastery is built. It's where ideas transform into impact. The challenge is that deep work demands presence, patience, and purpose. Qualities our fast-paced world tries to take from us. You have to fight for them. You have to train your brain to focus longer, to resist the urge to check, to scroll, to escape. Every distraction you resist builds your mental muscle. Every hour of focused work compounds into a life of meaning. Stop glorifying business. It's not a badge of honor. It's a sign of scattered energy. What matters isn't how much you do, but how deeply you do it. Schedule time for depth like your future depends on it, because it does. Guard that time. Honor it. Treat it as sacred. In those moments of deep focus, you meet your true potential, not the distracted version of you, but the unstoppable one. The one capable of